Hello everyone. Uh, it's me. I'm back after I don't know how long it's been, to be honest. I uploaded a video where I was opening dolls that was very weirdly hard to make and gave me a lot of issues. And took me forever. And also I was dying during that and still am dying. So, I don't know how long it's been, that is to say. But we're back. I want to cross stitch. I need to get something done. I feel awful. I have felt very unproductive and sad and lousy. So we're gonna cross stitch today, and hopefully it will cure me. Um, so I've been dying. I've been literally dying the past few months, because now I have an awesome heart condition and awesome GI issues because of the heart condition, and um, awesome worsened fatigue because of the GI issues and the heart condition, making me not able to take my medication for my fatigue, which is nicotine. So I've been in really bad shape, that is to say. Where the hell are we? I've not looked at this in like months. Okay. So we're working on these plus signs still. And obviously it was here, which is somewhere in this pattern. Oh wait, no. We're aren't we on like these Y things? Is this upside down? Do I somehow have the wrong side of this? I do. What's it? What the hell is happening? No, I think we are doing these plus signs. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Right? Wait. Okay, yeah, it's this stuff is this stuff. Sometimes when you don't look at a pattern in like a long time, it's like completely like, what the fuck was I doing? But I am here. I'm so I just have this huge blob of shit to fill in because there's this like little line of ends cutting off this blob from that blob. So I guess I'll be doing that. Seems easy enough to get myself back into this. Um, Also I zoomed the camera in more. I don't know if that's likable or whatever. If it helps you see better. I'm honestly considering buying, well, I need to get a new phone because my phone is has shit the bed. Because it's like 4 years old and it's I don't blame it for shitting the bed. Um, you know, planned obsolescence and all. It lasted pretty decent pretty decently long time for a shitty phone. And I'm considering for the first time in my life getting a non-shitty phone. Oopsie daisy, which would actually cost money. Uh, that's fucked up because I don't like spending money. So I've been literally like agonizing over this decision for um again weeks probably, which like I should just buy a new phone because it's like my it's becoming sort of unusable, my current phone, and I don't want to wait until it's completely unusable and then I'm out of a phone waiting for a new phone to arrive. Um, but you know, why did I bring that up? Oh yeah. If I get a actually good phone, I might film things on the actually good phone, and then I will have good camera quality, which would kind of be awesome. I wouldn't mind that. Um, but we'll see. We'll see if I actually go through with it. I might just get another shitty $200 Motorola phone that has like a a processor that's like 6 years old, and then it doesn't work. But it works enough. Wait, I'm trying to figure out what the hell I was thinking here. Because I don't think I filled in, I didn't go up here yet. So part of me, I used to sometimes just color in the shit I already did with like a pencil. I don't do that anymore for some reason, even though it's like that would kind of be useful. Um, I think I go up on the next one, right? Yeah. But yeah, anyway, since I've been incurring like insane amounts of medical, not debt because I have savings so I can pay it off at least, but like I've been spending so much money on ER visits and the like because it's the new year and my insurance deductible is up and now I have to pay for having to go to the yeah, in essence, I hate the pericardium so fucking much. I've been to the ER maybe like 8 times for like different all emergencies, different emergency situations every time. And every time I go, they're like, thank God you went because you are literally dying. Well, they don't say that, but they say, thank God you went because like you should have went because it looks like you're in like septic shock. Um, so I don't know. I don't want to spend money, but I might so you can have nice camera quality because when I was editing the doll video, I was like, holy shit, this looks ugly. This is like horrible. I don't know what happened. I think it's because I was like filming in the dark essentially and like which I am again today. But I think the natural light is at least like somewhat better. Um, but I was like, this looks awful. I need to get a better setup going. Um, which probably means I should get like lights. Like that would maybe be good. However, comma, I am a vampire and I do not like bright lights and I know it will upset me if I get like an actual like tuber set up with like a huge ring light on me. I will like throw up. I always have the lights off in my apartment. Like this is my normal lighting, and I just deal with the natural light. And then when the sun goes down, I turn on one singular lamp. Um, and that is my lighting setup always. So anything beyond one singular lamp is going to be too much for me. Um, so hopefully I can just get a decent camera and then be done. Um, I think the mailman's here. My kitties just ran off. Um, but yeah, I have not filmed in so long, so I don't really know what I'm doing. I think I've just been rambling. But hey, look, we're stitching. We're having a lovely time. Well, I am. And hopefully any of this is in frame because I'm zoomed in, so I'm afraid that I'm just like off to the side this whole time, but I think I figured out how to frame this properly somewhat. Okay, what the hell am I doing? I've not been paying attention to the pattern. Okay. So, um, mm, yeah. And then the next one is in stitch because it's 3. Okay. I think I'm not fucking this up. Um, so yeah, everything in my life has sort of been on pause because um pericarditis is like the worst condition I think ever. I I've had chronic pain my whole life and like I've had long COVID like ME/CFS type long COVID for 3 years now. Really sucks. It's a horrible condition. Wouldn't wish it on anyone. Y'all keep giving it to yourselves because you won't wear a mask, but like, wouldn't wish it on anyone. Um, Pericarditis, which is not caused by, what is the word? It's more likely that you'll get it if you have some of my awesome pre-existing conditions, such as long COVID. Hmm. Hmm. Or having COVID previously at all. Hmm. And RA, which I've had since I was a little baby. Um, it makes it more common. So I got it after I got a vaccine, which is like I feel so silly saying that every time because I feel like I'm doing like a white woman anti-vaxxer. I got the my legs are shaking and I'm convulsing and I'm speaking in tongues and shit from the COVID-19 vaccine. It was from an HPV vaccine that I did not even need because I already got it when I was in high school and it just wasn't in my paperwork. And I told them I was like, I'm pretty sure I already have it, but it won't hurt if I get it again, right? It's just gonna be like extra protection. What would hurt? 10 out of 10 pain for like 24/7 for weeks. Really horrible pain. Like, I was just like, and because it is a heart thing, you have to not get your heart rate up because it will make it worse. So I could not even like react to it properly. I just had to be like internalizing like worst pain of my life. Or so I thought. Because then, when you have pericarditis, I'm not stitching. What am I doing? Um, you have to be on medications for it, obviously. So, like, I finally, after like two ER visits, they already diagnosed me on the first ER visit, but it was like I had to wait for my cardiology appointment to get medication that worked because the medication they gave me at the ER did not work. Little did I know, none of the medications would work. And I would go through like six different prescriptions. None of them worked. Or if they did work, they gave me such severe side effects that I would once again have to go to the ER for reasons such as to be entirely disgusting, having so much diarrhea that I was not getting any water in and I had not peed in like a day. Like that level of like your body is fucked up. Also, internal bleeding, which I'm still experiencing, which is awesome. Um, Great. Thank you, colchicine. Favorite drug in the world. Thank you so much. Um, and what the fuck else? Like I was hospitalized right before the new year because well, I'd also GLP-1s are also evil. I took it as part of a drug trial while all of this was going on because they were like, it might help with the pericarditis, so it might be worth it. And at that point, the pericarditis was so fucking bad that it was like, I will literally do anything to make this stop. Like, sure, I'll try it. That makes your stomach really fucked up. And then I had to be hospitalized for like 5 days, because I was just not getting any food down. Um, and I was having like 150 heart rate and a really low blood pressure, so I thought I was septic and stuff like that. So, oh, I missed a stitch here. I could just do this. So I've been dying, but thankfully the past 2 weeks I've been like somewhat stable, still in a good amount of pain. Pending a colonoscopy because we'll see if I have like colon cancer because there's still blood. Uh, and who knows? Hopefully it will be fine and then I can just recover. But at this point, I'm literally like still incredibly uncomfortable all the time because what pericarditis does is it, at least for me, um, like really severe, like horrible, like pressure pain, especially if you lay down. The pain is mostly gone now, but the pressure is still there, and it just like makes your entire like back and shoulders feel like permanently tight. And it sucks because it's like I have not felt like comfortable like at all. Like I haven't been able to like fully relax in since October. So it's been 4 months ish. Not fun. Right? It's January or it's February now. 4 months? When it, what what month is October? It's also completely fucking fried my brain because like as you can imagine, if you have something that's worse when you're laying down, for the first few weeks I was not sleeping. Like I was getting maybe like 2 hours of sleep a night, and that fucked me up so bad. I was like, I need this to end immediately or I will kill myself. It was so horrible. Um, and the scary thing is that now that I'm on like zero medication for it and it's still not getting better, it's sort of just at a standstill right now. It could just get worse, which is the fear because if it gets worse again, it's like I cannot deal with that for another 4 months of trying to recover from it and taking medications that put me in the hospital multiple times. Um, like, no, I do not want to deal with that. Like, come on. I have to like get a job at some point. Like I haven't been able to obviously I haven't been able to film really frequently. I haven't really been able to write or do household chores until very recently or like literally like for the first like month or so I couldn't like focus on a video. I couldn't even like watch a movie or watch a TV show because it was so like the pain was so horrible that I couldn't think of anything else. Um oh yeah, and I forgot to mention part of the GI symptoms is that then I had like even worse 10 out of 10 pain, abdominal pain. Horrible. And that was from because I was having internal bleeding, I had a gut infection and I'm immunocompromised, so that is like really bad. Um, so I was on lots of antibiotics and etc. And they gave me morphine at the hospital. And that was pretty fucking lit. Because it it's kind of scary because it didn't get rid of my pain altogether, but having less pain was awesome because I've chronic pain, Rick, so I'm always in pain. And I didn't like I have my RA pain, and that was very weird because I could walk and it like didn't feel like anything because I always have like a pain response walking, which is like it's just been that way my whole life, so I don't really think about it. But not having it makes you think about it. It's like, damn, this is how people usually live. So that was a fun experience. Um, but yeah, that's my medical ramble. I don't even know. Does anyone give a shit at all? You know what? I hope someone does give a shit because um it's so hard to find like any like the only place I've been able to find like somewhat accurate descriptions of what my pericarditis experience has been on like Reddit. If you go to like WebMD, it's like, oh, it's pretty mild and it goes away after a week. Okay, dude. Like, no and no. Like most people on this Reddit are like, it's month 5 for me. Nothing's working. Should I kill myself? And it's like, yeah, that's how it is. And I remember when it first started and I saw these like people being like, it's been months. I was like, oh shit. Because no one was like, wow, it's been a week and I'm recovered. Thanks for the advice. Like, no one. And every, um, not my cardiologist, but like, he's my That's a whole nother thing. Like half of my grief has been from my cardiologist. And also like half of like because he was prescribing me these medications that were putting me in the hospital and telling me you have like no other choice but to take these, and then they would put me in the hospital. And then he'd be like, "Oh, why didn't she tell me it was that bad?" When I was calling their office like at for like the first 2 months like pretty much daily being like, "I am in severe pain, please help." Um so LOL. Not my cardiologist, but other nurses and stuff in like my primary have were like, "I am so sorry you have this. I know someone who had it. It is so horrible." Like no one is like, "Oh, it goes away after a few days. Don't even worry about it, kid." No. Horrible condition. So I'm hoping that if anyone is out here experiencing their awesome first bout of pericarditis and looking on YouTube being like, "Help me." Trust me, it is horrible. You are not losing it. It is like the worst thing ever. Like, as so speaking as someone who has the condition that is like ranked as like worst quality of life, this is worse. It is so much worse. I cannot even begin to describe how much worse it is. I mean, to be fair, I have like mild, or not mild, but moderate ME. Um, like people with severe ME, I don't know how you do it. It is such a horrible condition. Why am I fucking this up? Uh, but this is up there. This is like really bad. It really fucks with your brain because also because it is I don't think I even talked about what pericarditis pericarditis is. So here's your heart, and your heart is covered in like a membrane, and the membrane is the pericarditis. And if you're a bad bitch with an autoimmune condition, um, this is gonna sound very familiar. For some fucking reason, your body decides that your pericarditis should become inflamed. Um, so it is nice and swollen, and the swelling puts pressure on your heart, which feels like a heart attack. It is like the same sensation as a heart attack. Why can I not? I'm just gonna put this close to my face so I can see it 1 second. Okay. I have no idea why that took me so long. But I did the I did the knot. That was a struggle. That was a struggle for some fucking reason. Um, anyhow, what was I just going on about? Let me think for a second. Oh yeah, it literally is like you are having a heart attack because I my first symptoms were not actually because I have chronic chest pain from my long COVID. That has been something that has been happening since I had my first COVID infection 3 years ago. And that sucks. So I feel like if I was having like mild chest pain, I chalked it up to it being my normal mild chest pain. The first thing I noticed was that I was feeling like what I later learned was impending doom because I was like, I don't know why, but I'm like certain that I am going to die soon. Like I was having that for like a week where it was like it just like I have like a really horrible feeling. Like it just like I don't know it's not like being depressed. It was actually very like calm. I didn't really feel anxious. Um it was just like you are dying. And I was like, why to my brain like why do you think I'm dying? Because I like feel pretty much fine. Um but essentially apparently this is something that also happens when you're having a heart attack is that you're when you're having like pressure on your heart it tells your brain like okay this is it like sayonara goodbye like curtain call we're wrapping up here like you're dying you are so it's like sort of like your brain is like preparing you that it is going to happen which is fucked up um by the way. So I was having this and I was like this is fucked up I'm gonna go get high. because I'm like depressed for some reason. I obviously because like why am I usually like am not depressed. Like that is I'm a very anxious person. It's gotten a lot better, but I'm like an anxiety person. I'm not really a depression person. Um so it's like this is weird, not normal for me. Maybe I just need to smoke some fucking weed because that's my usual response to having any sort of mental issue. Um which is probably not healthy, but whatever. I don't fucking care anymore. So I did, and then I was having the pain because weed raises your heart rate. And when you have a raised heart rate with pericarditis, it makes it worse because there's more like the membrane over your heart. When your heart is pumping more, it's like the pain is from your heart rubbing against the membrane, which is like, why does that, why would you make that hurt? I guess because of the inflammation. But like, who came up with this shit? It's such a stupid disease. Like, come on. Um, so I haven't I've been trying to keep my heart rate under 100, which is very hard when you have long COVID, which raises your heart rate. Because my like normal heart rate, um I've actually lowered it with all of this shit happening. I think I've like just like mentally had to like completely force my body to operate differently so I'm not in constant pain. But prior to this, my resting heart rate was like usually like 90. I've gotten it down to 70 somehow. I think because I'm like, I've had to cut out all stimulants, which is like honestly the worst part in terms of recovery because I'm just now able to start drinking tea again. And I'm not a daily tea drinker, but like I drink tea probably once every other day, every 2 days. Um, because I need it to get like shit done that I don't want to get done. Because like sometimes you just need energy, especially when you have ME/CFS, because Lord knows my body's not making energy normally. Um, so that means no weed. So I've been fucking raw dogging all this. I also have been able to drink. So like mentally, I'm just like I want to get fucking wasted and like I need to like go on an ayahuasca retreat or something because this has been the worst experience of my life. I've been mentally in the fucking gutter and I can't even get high because it makes it worse. And I can't uh do nicotine patches for my long COVID and I can't drink tea. And I can't even exercise. Like there I can't do anything that is um would make it worse by raising my heart rate. So I've been sober. Like with like at this point I drink tea like once a week. So I can have one day where I'm productive and otherwise I am not. And it is awful and I hate it. And I will never take a drug of any variety for granted ever again because I miss it. I miss being able to have like literally any sort of altered mental state like at all. Like I literally like I miss having a cup of tea and feeling a bit more energy like so bad every day. Um like it's one of those things where it's like I've never really considered myself dependent on any of these things, but I think I am. Just to like not like a I need this all the time extent, but sometimes you just need a fucking cup of tea. Like damn. Like there's been so many days where it's like wow, I really wish I could just have like a nice matcha latte, have a nice labubu what what even is the phrase? A what is that shit called? Dubai chocolate labubu matcha latte. Like some days I just want a Dubai chocolate labubu matcha latte and I want to sit down and write or like get job applications done. I've only been able to start applying for jobs again like a week ago. It's been months. of having like that little energy that I can't even complete a job application. Something's fucked up here. Oh, what did I do? Wait, I gotta fix this. Something has been fucked up and I can't fix it. Okay, you know what? Let me just undo a few stitches because this is being annoying for some reason. Um, okay. Does anyone remember what I was saying? Because I sure don't. I have no clue. Actually, did I fix it? Look at that. Look how zoomed in this is. I have no clue if you can see anything. Uh, yeah. Yeah, I've been going through it. And I saw a new cardiologist and he was like, "Yeah, you're doing it right. Still don't do any drugs." And I was like, "Oh, please, please just let me do a drug, please." And then he was laughing at me because I think I was sounding like a druggie, which I think I am. And that's fine. 'Cause who can exist in the world right now sober? Not me. Well, apparently I am, but like barely hanging on. There's been like so many days where it's just like I would like literally pay like $500 right now to take one edible. Like, please. I am going through it. Just let me take an edible without it like killing me. Pretty please. But I can't. So yeah, worst disease ever, potentially. I'll just say worst disease that doesn't kill you ever. Because despite feeling like you're having a heart attack, I think the reason why people say it's mild is because it doesn't kill you. It's just really painful, but won't kill you. Um, because it doesn't actually like it's not actually your heart. It's just like the shitty little sac that surrounds your heart that actually doesn't impact anything. What could kill you is if the sac fills with fluid because it's inflamed, which mine is doing, and apparently no one gives a shit at all. But if that gets really bad, then you have to do the Dr. House sticks a needle in your chest to extract the fluid from your pericardial whatever cavity or a sac or whatever you want to call it, whatever the term is. Um, I'm not at that point yet. I have a minimal amount of fluid, but like shouldn't that be like a sign that I should be on like something to treat this? Maybe, but the only other medication that I haven't tried yet and seems to be the only one that works consistently is expensive and it's called Arcalyst. And I can't go on it right now because it would interfere with my RA medication, but I talked to my rheumatologist and she said I could go off it and that I could go on this because obviously it's causing me way more issues right now. But I can't get anyone to fucking prescribe me it, and it's driving me nuts because I just want to be done with this. It's been the worst time of my life. I want to be done. That's apparently too much to ask though for like any medical professional. So, I'm still going through it. But hey, look, I was able to film today finally, so that's something. That is something. So, how are y'all? I feel like a broken record because, like, it feels like this is the only thing I can talk about because, like, what else do you even talk about? I've been in, like, absolute hell. Uh, but yeah, I'm liking how this is coming out at least. I love doing these, like, long sections because I don't have to think about it until I realize that, like, I've screwed up the entire thing, have to redo it. Let me just check if I've done that. I don't I think this is good. Yeah, and then the next one is over here where we bridge off into this section, but I think I might just do it at the bottom because that'll be easier to partition it. Partition. And then once this is done, We can move on to a different color, I think. Perhaps this Y stuff that's surrounding it. Or maybe the ends. Yeah, I think it might be right there's and I don't think there's anything else a bit nearby, so maybe we do the N in this one little dot of a dot. Um, because I think it would be cool to have it be, you know, complete over here and then we branch out and it looks pretty. Um, this project that I've been working on for literally since like 2023, a different cross stitching thing, which I might show and I might not because it's cringe. It's a cringe one. Um, but I, for some reason, decided to like do the entire pattern at once, like not go page by page. Um, and just like see where it takes me. Oh my God, I regret it. It is so hard to tell if I'm done with something because like it's also like a photorealistic thing and I'm doing it on black Ida. So because there's a lot of black in it and I didn't want to like fill in all the black stitches. So it's hard to tell if like something is supposed to be black or if it's supposed to be like a color that I didn't do yet in that section or whatever. So I just like have been constantly rechecking everything and it's just like I should have just done it normally. So I've learned from my mistakes there. Also the last time I did a knot, I don't think I actually did it because I had to fudge it under the other one. So, oops. Um and then we're at the last bit of thread here. How long have I been recording? I've been ranting. Does anyone know? Holy shit, it's been 45 minutes. Oops. Um but anyway, it's a new year. I hope everyone had a great uh I'm trying to think of I probably haven't posted like an actual video in so long, like one of these. I hope you had an awesome Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's. Um and Valentine's Day is about to be here. Yay! It's gonna be I got my kitties on Valentine's Day last year, so it's gonna be our first um anniversary or what's the word for that? Isn't it like gotcha day or something? So that's exciting. This isn't that cute. I went to go see them in the shelter on the day, I think the day before Valentine's Day, and then I was like, can I pick them up tomorrow? Because it would be cute if it was on Valentine's Day. Meanwhile, I had like nothing prepared. So that was not smart of me because I had to like basically haul ass to Petco in the morning too, because like I was like, when I got back home, I was like, I'm gonna do it in the morning because I'm exhausted from walking to the shelter. As if like I could, if me getting exhausted from walking to and from the shelter, that's like, 15 minutes away. As if I could handle buying like several like scratching posts and like little cat trees and like litter boxes and litter and food and like cat toys and everything you need when you first get a cat, hauling all of that into my car, from my car into my apartment, which is up a flight of stairs. And also my parking lot is a 10-minute walk ish. That's not true. It's like 5 minutes from my apartment. Not smart of me. Very, very silly of me to do all of that and then haul my cats into my apartment after that. Uh, so that was a hectic day. And this year, I'm gonna just fucking relax because I've been through it and I'm not gonna bake a cake and I'm not gonna bake cookies. I'm just gonna chill and I'm gonna give the cat a treat, an extra treat, and they'll be happy. And that's gonna be it. That's all you're getting. Because mommy's been going through it and she cannot be fucked to do anything else this year. This entire year, and it's February. Nothing else is going to happen for the rest of the year. I'm taking the rest of the year to recover. So, um, but I like Valentine's Day. I'm a romantic. I'm gonna probably watch a shitty movie. Probably not, actually. I'm probably gonna watch Junjo. Speaking of, I want to re-record the video that I lost the footage for where I went over my collection stuff. So that might be the next upload, depending on how I am feeling. And you know what? I'm not going to give a timeline for that because who knows? I might just be back in the hospital within a week and then I won't be able to film anything for another month. So I want to do it soon. Not going to tell you when because I have no clue when I'm ever going to be when I'm ever going to feel better. Who knows? Um, but yeah. Da-da-da. Trying to think. So if I'm at, I'll keep going for a bit. I think I'm trying to keep videos to under an hour because I don't. Does anyone like watching long videos? Or I don't know if I should be making these shorter, but I mean it's like you're coming to the rant city where I scream into a microphone about my heart condition for half an hour and you love it and you sit your white ass down and listen. Um or I mean if you're not white, that's also cool. You sit your non-white ass down and listen to me rant, okay? Um, uh, yeah. Oh my God. Here's my New Year's resolutions. I'm gonna get Jel to fucking set up the podcast setup so we can do our podcast together because I've been saying that this is something that's gonna happen since I started this channel. It still hasn't happened. Jel, if you're listening to this, move your ass. We need to yell at a microphone together because sometimes it's hard to yell at a microphone by myself. Maybe I should just pull you up on the phone and- while I'm recording so I have a someone to bounce off of. Okay, so this goes to out. To out. Um, yeah, because I don't know. I think it would be fun to make videos more often and to do the awesome gel podcast because like I made this channel originally for the gel podcast, but it hasn't happened yet. So to essentially be like, this is my main page. Follow my secondary account or whatever. Um, what am I doing? All right, so this goes one less than that. Yeah. Okay. I really hope this isn't frame. I don't know how people record with like a top-down thing because I guess you must have a viewfinder. I don't have a viewfinder. I don't know how to do that. Because my camera is like a foot over my head right now and it's facing down, so I can't see what is being recorded. So I never know if I'm in frame or not. It's kind of stressful. So if anyone knows how to fucking do anything, that would be awesome to tell me. Please tell me. Please help me. Maybe I just need to set up like a mirror on the ceiling, like a sex mirror. So if I look up, I can see what's on the camera. And also, my ceilings are incredibly high in my apartment, so I wouldn't be able to see anything actually. At least I would be able to see myself having sex on the kitchen counter or whatever. Why am I a pervert? I need to relax. Um, uh, la la. Mhm. Oh yeah. So that's a New Year resolution. Is I'm gonna do the podcast with Gel. I'm gonna film my collection video. I have two of them to film actually. So I'll do one of them probably, and then we'll see how that goes. And then I'll do the other at some point. Maybe immediately after, because I know that one will be shorter. And I can't remember if I've mentioned this before, but I bought like this like miniature house kit because I wanna make one of those for some reason. And I bought it literally like a year ago at this point. Um Being like, I'm gonna make this on my YouTube channel. Ha! And then I have not done it. So I want to do that. Will this happen within in any time soon? Again, I'm giving you zero timeline. This is a year-long resolution. These are the things I'm going to do the entire year. Is literally just that and nothing else, and you'll never hear anything else from me ever again. Okay? Mhm. I have things to say. This is why I need gel. And you know what? When we do the gel podcast, I need to find something, a different project to work on. Ah, you know what it might be? Should I spoil it? I'll spoil it. I bought these stockings for my cats because when Christmas came around, I was like, oh shit. Well, A, I don't have a stocking because my stocking is at my parents' house for my under the Christmas tree. But also, my cats don't have stockings. And they're the ones that should be getting all the gifts, even though I ended up getting them nothing because I was like dying. I was I was hospitalized like 2 days after Christmas. So it was not really a pleasant time to be thinking about purchasing things and going out and etc. But I was like, oh, but it'd be cute if I like cross stitch them like stockings because I'm so crunchy and I like to hand make everything for my kids. Um, so I was like looking at cross stitch stockings and I found these like felt kits or it's like you the like one of those where you sew pieces of felt together, not like felting, felting, but like and it had like sequins and stuff and it's like a little crafty thing and I was like these are cute so I got two of them to make at some point during this year because I want to have them for next Christmas for my kitties. Why is this? There we go. So I might what if I just do those because I'm like I have two ongoing projects outside this one like cross stitch projects that I want to finish this year again. Will it happen? Probably not, but I gotta believe. At least one of them I'm gonna finish by the end of the year. Um, but I will, you know what? I will do those during the awesome Me and Gel podcast because you gotta have some variety in there. Um, Another resolution is I really want to start selling, oops, selling cross stitch patterns because I've been saying that is something I want to do for a while. And I do have the one pattern that I finished and also have cross stitched. I just need to like make a tutorial for how to do it. And then I can make a few more little kit things, or not kits, but patterns. Sorry, I can't see where this is. It's really hard to like start a what the fuck? I don't know why this isn't obeying me when I'm trying to. Meow. But yeah, I want to sell patterns for very minimal money, and I don't know if anyone is going to buy them. But I need to do something with my life. I swear. I have an interview coming up, so hopefully I have a job soon. But like, I need income at some point here. Um, so I'm gonna do that. It will happen at some point during this year. Who knows when? Like literally my main goal for the year is I need to recover from this, and that is like it. Like if I only accomplish recovering from this and nothing else, I will be satisfied. If I don't accomplish recovering from this, I'm gonna kill myself. That's just how it is. If it gets worse again and doesn't get better, then I'm at the like 10 out of 10 pain every day point. That's it. I'm done. To be real, it is like a really horrible condition. Like I do not like I'm not a, you know, person who's like, "Gee, can't become disabled. I'll kill myself. How do you live like that?" Because I'm disabled. I've been dealing with fucking everything for forever. I know people's like tolerance to things are different and blah blah blah. Me dealing with the pericarditis, that is not something I can live with. I've I was trying. That cannot happen on a long term. That's not going to happen. So we'll see. I'm giving myself an ultimatum. I mean, like, if it's at this point for the rest of my life, probably fine. If it gets worse, killing myself. I give up. uh, yeah, that's my awesome plans for the year. Happy New Year. Looking forward to 2027, which I will live to see. And hmm, should I wrap up after I finish this last thing of thread? Probably. Or I might before then, because I don't know if I have much else to say for now. Uh, Let me think. I'm not sure. Oh, my friend has this really good philosophy where he has been overwhelmed with a lot of stuff because he has a lot of things to take care of and whatever. And a few months ago, he was just like, I am not going to take on any new projects. Like that, my goal is to not take on any new projects at all. I was like, you know what? I kind of need to adopt that for now. So that's part of why I haven't recorded anything recently is that I've literally been like the past 2 weeks, like where I have finally been somewhat recovered. Not 100%, but like able to like focus on stuff to some degree. I've just been doing things that I've been putting off and like nothing else. This is my first new thing that I'm doing. I guess I've been applying for jobs, but like I've been putting off applying for jobs because I haven't been able to. So I don't think that really counts. Um, so that has been a good philosophy because there are so many things I've been wanting to do because I haven't been able to do anything. But I've been like cleaning up like things I've already written that I've been sort of putting off and like finally cleaning up my house. Oh my God. Not having the energy to do housework and stuff is like torturous because I like to be, I'm not like a neat freak, but once it gets to the point where it's like this is a mess, it stresses me out. Um, and I need to have things somewhat in control, you know? I don't like having a lot of clutter and stuff. So I've been like with like the, you know, 30 minutes of physical activity that I can put in a day. doing the dishes and washing the floors and whatever. And it has been good. As much as I would like to just film new videos all the time, I it has been good just catching up on everything that I've not been able to do. So, again, probably not going to be entirely regular with uploads, but that's okay. Because, yeah. And also cleaning out my like fan edit stuff from my computer because I have like gigabytes upon gigabytes of unedited stuff that I've been ignoring. Um, and like it's just that I've had like so much of it that I've had to sort into different folders. And then I like finally was like, okay, I'm gonna edit everything in this folder today. And it took like 2 hours. And I was like, have I really been putting that off for so long? Because like, it's like an hour of footage and it takes me like an hour to edit the footage down while I'm watching it. And that's it. And it's like, oh, oops. That was very easy. What the hell was I thinking? Um, so I want to do more of that too. Yeah. No, 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 no. You know what? I'll finish off this row and then I guess I'll wrap up. We got some progress done. Cross stitching is very slow, which I like. I like that is a incredibly slow medium. I like that it takes forever and you have to be not intentional about it. It's like you can pretty much do it with your eyes closed once you know the literal single stitch you need to know. Um, as long as like you know what's happening on the pattern as well. Um, but like I like that it is something that you have to sit with for a very long time. It's very meditative. Does it make for good YouTube content? No. But you know what? I'm doing it anyway because I fucking feel like it. It's my life. You can't stop me. Okay? Is this right? Wait, let me just start on the next row so I know where the F I am. Er? Oh, it's supposed to be forward one, right? Yeah, I just didn't do that. Okay, so there's my progress for today. Was any of it in frame? We will find out. But yeah, I feel good about that. Just a bit of filling in, and then next time we'll probably finish up this and then move on to another color. So there you go. Uh, I'll smell you later. Bye bye.